taken out. Okay, so
go back to the ancestors now.
The door of no return originally was small and narrow, very small. The captives had to go down to be able to walk out. Changed into this big one after the slave. The name, it is very symbolic. No one, not a single African came here willingly. These were people taken from their homes, families, and forced here. When they were forced out in chains to the ships, taken across the Atlantic to an unknown world, they lost contact with their families and people. And over there, they were enslaved on the plantation farms. These Africans forced out of their motherland, they never returned home. Let's take a step out. Let's see what we have behind it. And I question. So now the sea water was all the way up to the stairs. All this was done. The water was pushed back just about 2 minutes. When they bring the captives out, they force them into boats here. The slave ships stayed a few meters from the boats, the ships, before they are taken away. But now the place is like a mini fishing harbor. The locals fish here these days. In the year 1998, we celebrated the Emancipation Day for the first time in Ghana. And a ceremony was organized in this slave castle to commemorate the celebration. In the US and in Jamaica, the bones of 2 people were exhumed from the graves, and the bones were flown to Ghana. In the US, the bones of an African American is named Samuel Carson, and in Jamaica, that of a woman, her name Madame Crystal. When the bones of the 2 were brought to Ghana, they were brought to the slave castle by sea on a boat this way, and they were taken in through the same door. At the courtyard, we held a complete traditional funeral for the 2, and the bones were later reburied in a town in Ghana known as Asen Manso. Asen Manso historically was a major slave route. So after all that was done, this was then put at the door of return. It is very symbolic. Millions of Africans were taken away, never to return. But the bones of the 2 that were brought back broke that barrier. So this same door, through which many were taken, it is now a symbolic gateway back to Africa. So to all the descendants, to all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, they can and they should return and reconnect to their motherland. The door of return, right there. Any questions?
And this is why we decided to come up with, connecting back to our roots. I mean, connecting both Africans on the continent and Africans out of Africa. I mean, Africans in Americas. So what we're going to do is that there's a chartered flight that will be leaving Ghana on the 31st of July to Barbados and back from Barbados to Ghana. So the trip is all about 250 Africans in Africa connecting with their brothers and sisters living in the diaspora, which is Barbados, and then 250 people from all corners of the Caribbean returning back to Africa. I think this is an exciting trip that I'm really excited about, and I can't wait to see on the same plane. So you know what you need to do. The link is in the description. The numbers are in the description. Please call and get to know the details if you are interested in being on this trip. I will be in both, like the flight that goes to Barbados and the flight coming to Ghana. I'll be on both of them. So see you. Let's fly together and let's get to know each other. Please be part of this trip. I want you to be part of the 250. Thank you.